A mom of two sent a devastating final Snapchat video to her best pal, begging for help and forgiveness before saying goodbye after getting trapped on the 23rd floor of Grenfell Tower. The 30-year-old sent the clip to her distraught friend, known only as Yaz, at 2:54 a.m. on June 14, 2017. She has not been seen since the building was engulfed in flames. The woman, named as Rana Ibrahim, is crying in the footage as she speaks in Arabic. Her heartbroken friend Yaz explained that Rana is saying, "Forgive me, forgive me." She then repeatedly begs for help while crying before saying, "Forgive me, everyone, goodbye." Rana is a mother to 5-year-old and 3-year-old daughters. She also posted a 9-minute Facebook Live video to her page at 1:38 a.m., about the time the fire began. A distraught Rana is seen opening the door to an apartment and yelling for people stuck in the smoke-filled hallway to join her inside. She can also be heard praying to Allah on the balcony of the flat. "We are stuck on the 23rd floor," another woman yells in desperation during the video.
لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك يا الله يا مغيث أغثنا يا مغيث أغثنا يا مغيث أغثنا يا مغيث أغثنا.
We're stuck on the 23rd floor! Hello!
المكان في لندن فين؟
There's too many people stuck upstairs!
الله. لا إله إلا
Hello!
Investigators said the fire started in a fridge freezer on the 4th floor. The growth of the fire is believed to have been accelerated by the building's exterior cladding. At least 80 people are believed to have died and over 70 injuries, but only 37 victims have been formally identified so far. Footage has emerged of the moment elation turned to confusion and fear as patrons of the Pulse nightclub realized shots were ringing out on the dance floor. On Saturday, June 11, 2016, 25-year-old nursing student Amanda Alvier was one of hundreds of people who packed the popular nightclub in the U.S. city of Orlando. During the night, she shared a video of her last moments with friends on Snapchat. In a series of videos, Alviar can be seen grinning as she holds up a full glass and leans close to her friend, upbeat music playing in the background. But in the final clip, the night turns into a horror scene. Amanda tries to explain to the camera what is happening as quick-fire shots blast in the background. Clutching her face and looking fearful, she whispers, "Shooting," then turns and the video cuts. It is believed that at 2 a.m. on Sunday morning, June 12, 2016, Omar Mateen, a 29-year-old security guard, walks into the club armed with 2 guns and starts shooting in a terrorist attack hate crime. An off-duty police officer starts to shoot back at him. 50 people, including the shooter, died at the nightclub, making it the worst mass shooting in U.S. history. Another 58 people were injured. Amanda Alviar was confirmed as one of the 49 victims killed in the mass shooting. This is the chilling moment a DJ showed off a rival's severed finger after savagely chopping it off with a meat cleaver and then posting the footage on Snapchat. 35-year-old Malaki Halstead, also known as DJ Madsky, lured 23-year-old Tirath Man into his car and drove to a graveyard before telling him, "Tonight you're losing something." In the clip, Malaki turns the camera on himself and holds the meat cleaver up and says, "Say hello to my little friend." Malaki set out to hack off Tirath Man's finger as a means of revenge after suspecting the 23-year-old was stealing from him. The victim was made to put his finger on a wooden pole while the twisted DJ held up the weapon, telling him to "say hello to my little friend." Then he bragged about the gruesome act by posting footage on Snapchat. The shocking video was released on court, and Malaki was jailed for 14 years. It is believed that Tirath was selling drugs for the DJ, but things took a turn for the worse after Malaki's suspected money had gone missing. On August 25, 2016, 2 Arkansas men were arrested after a Snapchat post went viral showing the 2 men choking and slitting the throat of a pit bull dog. The video was posted on Facebook by Hannah Gospin, who saw it on Snapchat and shared it. Police immediately started investigating, and the next day, 2 men turned themselves into police for their role in the video. The culprits were identified as Steven Sadler and Boots Stanley. In the video, one of the men is seen wrapping a rope tightly around a dog's neck and comparing himself to Michael Vick. The video also shows one of the men riding a horse with the dog hanging on the back end of the horse, before Sadler is shown slitting the dog's throat several times with a knife, and the animal bleeding out as it ends. The incident reportedly happened at the Bastrop, Louisiana horse auction pen. Both men were charged with 1 count of cruelty to animals and 1 count of conspiracy. A woman identified by the Russian media as Sitora B was live streaming her morning commute with her phone propped up against her dashboard. As she was happily singing along to the radio, she kept glancing at her phone rather than keeping her eyes on the road. This proved to be a fatal mistake when she was suddenly T-boned by a bus. In the video, there is a crunching noise and Sitora gives the screen a look of terror before it cuts to black. Aftermath photos, apparently shot by a passerby, appear to reveal the gruesome reason. Sitora's car looks to have been hit so hard by a bus that she had been hurled from the driver's seat across the car and halfway through the front passenger seat window. 4 bus passengers, including a toddler, needed medical treatment after the collision. The video has become a grim social media hit, with thousands of users watching it. 20-year-old Delvin Mendoza Chaparro of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, died after being struck in the face and then kicked multiple times for a period of 10 to 15 minutes on December 19, 2016. His gruesome death was posted on his own Snapchat account. Devin Katzby, 20, his brother Brandon, 19, and 20-year-old Sarah Zakzeski have been charged with first-degree reckless homicide. In the time leading up to his death, Mendoza Chaparro's attackers took his phone and shared his final hours with his followers on Snapchat. The videos, in addition to interviews with the 3 suspects, have allowed police to piece together what happened the night Mendoza Chaparro was humiliated and left for dead. Mendoza Chaparro denied the stealing accusations, but Devin Katzby proceeded to drag him into the kitchen by his feet. He begged his attackers to stop, but they continued to beat him until he was unconscious, landing about 25 punches and kicks before going on to beat him even more for their Snapchat recordings. The first clip showed the severely injured victim lying on the floor and apparently still alive. A voice later identified as Devin is heard saying, "You got knocked the fuck out, bitch. Don't ever come and steal." In the second video, the victim is shown lying near a doorway covered in blood. "You hear me? That's what happens when you try to steal," says Devin. In the final clip, the victim can be seen again on the ground, this time by a box of cat litter on the kitchen floor. Mendoza Chaparro tries to lift himself up, but he's immediately kicked back down by one of his assailants. According to police reports, Devin forced Mendoza Chaparro to eat cat litter and feces while Brandon urinated on the 20-year-old man. Mendoza Chaparro's body was later discovered behind a garbage nearby. An autopsy revealed he died of multiple blunt force injuries to the head. Sarah Zakzeski told police the beating started after a night of smoking weed at her apartment. Brandon Katzby accused Mendoza Chaparro of attempting to steal a bong, marijuana pipe, and other items. A young French woman has posted a creepy Snapchat video online that shows a faceless ghost lurking next to her in a selfie. Keely-Ann Ravel was fooling around with the smartphone app when she recorded a video of herself in her bedroom. She used a filter to superimpose a dog's ears, nose, and tongue over her face, but was shocked with what happened next. A dog's nose and ears appeared next to her, but no one else was in the room with her. Keely-Ann offered a frightened look after seeing the faceless image pop up on her screen. The strange video went viral after she posted it on Twitter, writing, "Do you feel my discomfort?" A girl with a selfie addiction took photos of herself before, during, and after her boyfriend crashed his car while they were driving an astonishing 112 miles per hour. The incident, which reportedly took place in Portugal, played out over a series of selfies via Snapchat. In the first photo, the girl can be seen in the passenger seat of the car, posing with her boyfriend. Not long after this first picture, a second one was posted, and it showed exactly how fast they were going. That equals out to be 112 miles per hour. The high rate of speed obviously led to a serious situation and a horrible car accident. This is known by the next selfie, which not only shows her staring into the camera and bloodied, but with a caption of "Help" on it. "We overturned the car," the next photo's caption read. The young woman was shown with her face completely bloodied and bruised. The photo that followed showed the car flipped over and completely totaled. In the last of this series of photos, the girl photographed herself lying in a hospital bed, bandaged and seemingly in a neck brace. Two friends were seen beside her while she smiled and gave a peace sign. Snapchat videos are usually entertaining glimpses into our friends' lives. But one clip turned tragic when 20-year-old Isha Tyree posted a video to her Snapchat moments before she and a friend were shot to death on May 1st, 2016. Isha Tyree was sitting in the car waiting for her friend when she recorded the Snapchat. In the video, Tyree seems distraught and nervous about being in a part of town she is unfamiliar with, saying, "He needs to come on. And why are all these cars flying past me like that? Why are you flying past me like that? That makes me feel uncomfortable." It seems like Tyree had a bad feeling, and she wanted to share it with her friends on social media. Her premonition turned out to be all too true. Pittsburgh police found the two victims when they responded to a report of gunshots on Sunday evening. Tyree's body was in the car with multiple gunshot wounds, and the body of 19-year-old Gerald Harris was discovered in the stairwell of a nearby abandoned building. So far, police don't have a description of the shooter, but the investigation is ongoing.